Why do you trust people? People are not trustworthy most of the time. But you have to realize that there is nowhere to go in life living paranoid and living fearful of people betraying you. You've probably been betrayed before. We all have had times of somebody letting us down. Betrayal happens, and then all of a sudden it leaves this like wound inside of us. If I can't trust this person, how can I trust this other person? It's common to have this kind of fear or worry that people are just not even trustworthy. Get rid of all that, because at the end of the day, life is about relationships. Life is about people. You have to be able to trust people. But don't be stupid and just give away your trust. Trust is something that can be earned, and there are stages in a relationship of building that trust, layer upon layer. I'll give you an example. There's a guy that I know in my building that I was going to work with. And as we started to get to know each other, we do the normal things like we get coffee, we get lunch, and we're getting to know each other, because at the end of the day, we're probably going to try to do some business together at some point in time. But what I'm always looking for is this person a man I can trust? Is this person somebody that I will actually be able to trust with either money or a relationship, or introducing them to somebody that I know that I've built many years of relationship with? You don't want to jeopardize your relationships by introducing bad people into your group. So you have to be able to tell if somebody is trustworthy. So how do you do that? You'll find ways to just pick up on signals that people give off. One thing is, if people can't stay true to their word, even on a small thing, generally speaking, repetitively, if they cannot be where they're going to be and do what they say they're going to do, it's usually a red flag. Another thing to look for is just obvious things. I went to go with this neighbor of mine to go look at a job site with him, and it just so happened as we were going to this meeting to meet up with the person who was going to show us the property, that he knew the guy, and they actually had this little beef together, and they were working through this old story of controversy that they had. And the guy that was showing us the property said to the guy, "Hey, you remember so-and-so? Yeah, well, he says you burned him on this deal." And so the guy starts telling me in our own private time, like, "Oh no, I didn't do that, and this happened, and this guy said this, and this guy said that." Well, I don't know the whole story. There's always two sides to a story, but that right there obviously is a red flag. Sometimes the universe will help you out. Sometimes God will give you a sign and show you, look, here's something about this person that you probably need to know. Don't let that something you just brush aside and say, well, I'll give this person the chance. No, you already had a clear indication this person has burned somebody in the past. Thank God that he showed me that. And so that was enough for me to say, you know what, this guy could be the greatest guy in the world, but unfortunately, from what I see, there could be something here that I need to avoid. Don't jump into every opportunity that you get. Not every opportunity is worth it. Don't be so hungry for a deal, like you want the deal so bad. Yeah, I'm trying to make money, I need this to happen, that you ignore clear signs, obvious signs sometimes. And ultimately, like, let your word be your bond. If somebody's not able to stay true to their commitments, or they change things at the last minute on you, it's usually a sign that they're not a trustworthy person.